It's a beautiful early evening in the Bronx, and the location is set. It is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Chicago White Sox in the middle game of a three-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball. Along with Ken Singleton, I'm Michael Kay. Things went well for the Yankees yesterday. They beat the White Sox. The Rays lost their game. And just like that, the Yankees are 2.5 games out of the final wild card. So tonight's game is big, as they all are. So let's take a look at the New York Lottery pitching matchup. It's a good one. Chris Sale is going to go for the White Sox. Hiroki Kuroda gets the start for the Yankees. And Kenny, he has to straighten things out. He's lost his last 3 starts in a row.
Including the 2 he made on the last road trip for the Yankees. They were in Tampa Bay at first, and he had a bad night. First inning, a 3-run homer. And the Rays are out in front 3-1. He struggled from that point on. The fact he gave up a career-high tying 4 home runs in a game. Then on Toronto, that's Edwin Encarnacion with a long home run on Corona. He lost that start as well. The Yankees are hoping he can get back on the winning track tonight.
What a difference a month makes. Check him out in July, 3-0, and he gave up an average of about a half a run a game. Then in August, 1-4 with a 5.12 ERA. Opponents hit .315 against him. He's hoping September is more like July. Now, as for Chris Sale, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball, but unfortunately for him, he's pitching for one of the worst teams.
Yeah, he doesn't get much in the way of run support, but he makes the most of it. He beat the Yankees in Chicago by a score of 3-2. He's just 24 years old. He's a 2-time All-Star already. Best pitcher on the Chicago White Sox staff.
Well, let's take a look at how good he is. 7th in ERA, 4th in strikeouts, 4th in WHIP. And check this out. No one does this anymore. 4 complete games. He has the most in the American League. One of his tougher duties tonight is to get out Alfonso Soriano. Since they got him from the Cubs, Soriano has really lengthened and strengthened this Yankee lineup. He's meant a lot. How much? Ken Singleton comes back to talk about it. That's next, right here on Yes. Games, Yankees 19-16 since they acquired him. 261, 12 home runs, 37 runs batted. He scored 26 runs. Also, he's stolen 6 bases. And one thing that's really interesting, and you don't see there from the numbers, he's also played a very good left field. Welcome back to the broadcast booth. That's Ken Singleton. I'm Michael Kay. This guy's been everything you could want him to be.
Well, the Yankees were looking for some right-handed punch. I mean, through the course of the season, he had a long stretch of virtually no production from the right side, very little power. The Yankees get Soriano, they get A-Rod back, put him back in the lineup, and now they are formidable from the right-hand side of the plate. And every time a lefty's out there, and they're going to see lefties in this series against the Chicago White Sox, including Chris Sale tonight, a pretty good one.
And it gives protection to Robinson Cano. So this guy has been everything and more than they could have hoped for when they made that trade with the Chicago Cubs. When we come back, lineups, first pitch, baseball, Yankees and the White Sox coming up next, right here on the Yes Network. your own lane in an all-new 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander. My New York Yankees premium frozen pizza available at King Cullen, Western Beef, Christini's, and your local grocer. And by the experienced Buick lease, it's a new lease on luxury. The sun glimmering off the Bronx County Courthouse, and inside Yankee Stadium the lights are on, and it's almost time for the Yankees and the White Sox. Yankees have taken the field, Kuroda taking his warm-ups. And why don't we take a look at the White Sox starting lineup as put together by former Yankee Robin Ventura. The left fielder is Alejandro De Aza. He'll lead off, batting second, and playing second is Gordon Beckham. Alexi Ramirez, the shortstop, hits third, cleaning up the DH Adam Dunn. Paul Konerko at first base will bat fifth. Avisail Garcia, I want to get that right, is in center field. He'll bat sixth, batting seventh. Playing third base, Connor Gillespie. Jordan Danks in right field will bat eighth, and batting ninth and catching Josh Fegley.
And on the mound for the Yankees tonight is Hiroki Kuroda. He's trying to break a personal 3-game losing streak. But all 3 of those losses came on the road. His last win here was August the 12th against the Angels. And you can see his numbers on the year. Excellent earned run average, 2.89, less than a hit per inning. Opponents batting .244 against him. Let's check out our pitcher scouting report, brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. He is Yankee Stadium strong. He's 7-2 here at Yankee Stadium with a 1.54 ERA. 3 is no charm. We mentioned the fact that he has lost 3 in a row. He wants to get out of that. And the problem has been his fastball command. It hasn't been quite as sharp lately. Fastball, too many of them in the middle of the plate. He's lost the ability to move that fastball in on the lefties and have it spill over the inside corner.
Diaz is ready, and let's do it here in the Bronx. And the first pitch is a strike, and we're underway. Home plate umpire is Dan Bellino. And the 0-1. 1-1. White Sox are 56-80. A highly disappointing season. They were in it until the final weekend last year. Actually had a lead and let it get away. And they have been non-competitive this year. 1-2.
Yesterday's game was kind of a composite of their season. The fact is that they struggled defensively. They made 3 errors. Their errors are way up this year. They did get a home run from Paul Konerko, but their power has not been quite the output they expected.
Strike 3. De Aza down looking. Let's check out the Yankee defense presented by Geico. De Aza did not like that call. In the outfield, Soriano, Gardner, and Wells. It's left to right. Infield will go first to third. Reynolds, Cano, Nunez, and Rodriguez. Stewart's behind the plate, and Kuroda is on the mound.
Well, good start for Kuroda. We take a look at the last pitch. This is a pitch that eluded him the last few starts. Fastball is tailing back over the inside corner for call strike 3. He hadn't been able to make that pitch in his previous 3 ball games.
The only concern that they have about Kuroda is the ineffectiveness of the last 3 starts. Is it just a blip on the radar screen, or that one is lined into left field? On the run is Soriano. He can't get there, and it gets past him, and it goes to the wall as Beckham will pick up a double. Is it just a blip on the radar screen, Kenny, or is it a manifestation of fatigue because he's pitched a lot of innings the last couple of years?
Yeah, he pitched more innings last year than I think he's ever pitched before. And the fact is that you're getting to the time of year where everybody needs to have that second win, and sometimes you need a third win during the course of the season. That true for hitters, everyday players, and for pitchers as well. Beckham just jumped on a pitch that was almost right down the middle, and he clocked it.
Well, here's Ramirez. Don't get up because he usually swings at the first pitch. Like that. Ground ball is short. Bad hop for Nunez. He boots it, and that'll be an E6. The ball was hit sharply, but a play that Nunez should make.
Yeah, the ball had a nice little skip to it at the end. He got leather on it. But once he bobbled it, Ramirez runs too well. He's not going to get him. So the error goes to Nunez. It's still the double play is in order here.
Well, here's Adam Dunn. Leads the White Sox with 30 home runs, 79 ribbies. Shift is on. 3 infielders on the right side. And that one is driven into center field. It is a base hit. Beckham will round third. He'll score. Moving to third is Ramirez, and Dunn picks up an RBI single, and the White Sox lead 1-0.
Adam Dunn comes through with his 80th run batted in of the year. Pitch out over the plate. He's got good plate coverage. Big, tall man with long arms. And he just punches it into center field for a base hit. Dunn had been struggling somewhat. He was only 6 for his last 50. He's now 1 for his last 1.
Good balance with that gum.
Yeah,
that'll bring up Konerko. Konerko was a White Sox offense yesterday with a home run in the 7th inning. The only blemish on Huff's record, who got the win. Grounded foul, low bridge by Ramirez.
And Konerko's home run yesterday broke a tie on the all-time list with Cal Ripken. And Konerko's now just 1 ahead of the former Oriole Hall of Famer. Konerko with 432 career home runs.
The 0-1. 1-1.
Yeah, Michael, we were talking about this yesterday. This is the sort of thing you don't want to have happen against a team like the White Sox who are struggling. You don't want to give them any incentive to think they're going to win a game. You want to score first if you can. Well, that's not happening tonight for Corona and the Yankees.
And also you have to be careful how many you let them score, because they have a top quality pitcher on the mound.
And that is very true. One of the best in the league, even though his overall record, losing record for Chris Sale. But other than that, I mean, he's an all-star.
Two and 2 to Konerko.
You know, this is the 5th batter this inning, and this is one of the things that the White Sox do. Even though this is the 5th batter this inning, Corona's only thrown 12 pitches.
They're not working the count.
No, they're up there hacking.
Three and 2.
Even though Dunn hit the first pitch, he usually works the count. He draws a lot of walks. Same for Konerko. But outside of those two, just about everybody else who gets up there looking to jump on the first thing smoking.
Just missed.
This was a close pitch. Maybe a little low. And Konerko looking back to make sure that Dan Bellino calls that ball 4.
All right, so bases loaded. Big spot early. And here is Abasail Garcia. Chopped slowly, foul.
This young man's been a pleasant surprise coming over from the Detroit Tigers. 3-way trade. I think all 3 teams, we mentioned this yesterday, pretty happy with the deal. Boston Red Sox getting Jake Peavy. Tigers getting Jose Iglesias, young shortstop, good hands. And the White Sox getting a promising outfielder. Garcia has been more than promising since he's gotten here. He's hit in 18 of his last 19 games at about a 350 clip.
1-1. Yankees baseball available in Spanish by hitting the SAP button on your remote. SAP is brought to you by Infinity.
And Garcia is currently on a 7-game hitting streak.
Did he go? No, said Bruce Dreckman.
Kuroda's last start in Toronto, Michael, we saw him give up 4 runs in the first inning, although there was a big error in that inning that cost him a couple of runs.
There was a big error in this inning.
Yeah.
2-1. There's a strike. 2-2.
Now, Chris Stewart going out to talk to Kuroda. I don't know if that was a cross-up or not. They got the desired effect in a strike, or maybe just talking about what this next pitch is going to be. Yep, it was a cross-up. You can see Stewart might have been looking for a fastball. Instead, it was a slider that broke over the inside corner. So there's the discussion. Go over the signs once again. He's looking at him get by him.
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout. Garcia goes down.
Second strikeout of the inning for Kuroda. This is how he did it. Fastball fouled off. Slider away for a ball. Another slider away, ball 2. That was a cross up, but it was a strike. And the last pitch, a slider again. A good one down and away. Strikes out Garcia, who has been hot. So he stayed with the breaking ball primarily for the young outfielder. He got one fastball to hit, and he fouled it off.
Here's Connor Gillespie. One and 0.
Gillespie's a rookie third baseman, and you know this hasn't really been a great rookie crop as far as who's going to be the rookie of the year. And Gillespie is second in rookie home runs with 11. Nick Frankel of Seattle has 12. Third in hits to J.B. Shuck and Jose Iglesias. Now Shuck's got over 100 hits, but it's not like there's a big time rookie jumping in that
Right.
has got 25, 30 home runs. Not this year.
Well, this is so important. Again, Stewart wants to go out and get it right with Kuroda. Let's look at the game time weather as they're talking, and it's presented by Bigelow Tea. Beautiful sky right now, 83 degrees, 56% humidity, 7 miles per hour is the wind. It's clearing skies and comfortable temperatures.
Just a beautiful day today in the city. You know, I'm thinking about the year Mike Trout had last year. He used up all the numbers for the rookies
for a couple of years. The 1-0. 2-0. Two and one. Fouls back the fastball.
If Kuroda can get out of this, you know, first inning where he throws over 20 pitches, gives up just 1 run, that's an accomplishment in itself. You know, pitching around an error.
Fouled away. Count 2-2. Very sparse crowd here at the stadium on a beautiful night, and the Yankees right in the middle of a pennant race.
Yeah, remember the pitch that struck out Diaza?
What?
That spillover fastball? I think he's got Gillespie set up for that right now. Let's see how they play this.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 run in, just underway. And the pitch.
He went with the splitter and missed outside. It wasn't close enough to the strike zone to get Gillespie to chase it. Watch the downward, down and away movement. Gillespie starts the bat and then holds up.
Runners will go. They do. The 3-2. He could not hold up. He swung at ball 4. And Corona strikes out 2 batters with the bases loaded to avoid a huge inning for the White Sox. They score 1. They leave 3. White Sox 1. Yankees coming to bat. In left field, Alfonso Soriano will clean up. The number 5 hitter is the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez. Vernon Wells in right field will bat 6th. Batting 7th and playing first base is Mark Reynolds. Eduardo Nunez, the shortstop, bats 8th. And batting 9th and catching, Chris Stewart.
All-star Chris Sale is on the mound for the Chicago White Sox tonight. Did say he was 24 years old. Actually, he's had a birthday. He's 25, and he's made 25 starts so far this year. Got a losing record despite the fact his ERA is under 3. You can see less than a hit per inning. Opponents just hitting .228 against him. Let's check out the pitcher scouting report brought to you by your Try on the Dealers. He was drafted in 2010. He spent all of 10 1/3 innings in the minor leagues. He was in the big leagues that year working in the bullpen. Fire sale. He struck out more batters than he's ever struck out before. He's coming up on 200. Only 2 other left-handers in White Sox history have struck out as many as 200 batters in a season. And you can see he's very tough on left-handed batters. They've hit 140 against him this year, and no left-handed batter has hit a home run against him this season.
So Brett Gardner, last 3 games, he's led off with an extra base hit. 3 straight doubles. And a strike.
You can see right away, Michael, his delivery can make him tough on lefties. First of all, he's pretty tall, about 6'5", 6'6", kind of slings it from over first base. Here's a look at the delivery. Ooh, jumps right at you. This is his first career start at Yankee Stadium. He is 2-0 against the Yankees. Both those wins coming at the Cell in Chicago.
Popped up. Ramirez will put it away. Let's check out the White Sox defense presented by Geico. Deaza, Garcia, and Danks, third to first and left to right in the outfield. Third to first, it's Gillespie, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko. Begley behind the plate, and Sal is on the mound.
So Gardner's streak is broken.
Yep.
3 games in a row leading off with an extra base hit. We mentioned Mike Trout's name. He was the last one to do it. It was almost a year ago, September 7th through the 9th. Trout had a double and 2 homers leading off the ball games for the Angels last year.
Now Jeter's DHing today. Joe Jory said nothing wrong with him, but they will try to rest Jeter and A-Rod at least half a day by giving them DH starts. Keep them off their feet in the field. But that decision might have cost them early. Maybe Jeter makes that play on Ramirez, but you've got to do what you got to do to keep them healthy and on the field. Keep their bat in the lineup. Jeter with 2 hits yesterday.
You know, one thing you notice about Sale right away, he works very quickly, not messing around. He's in the attack mode all the time. He slowed himself down by dropping the throw from the catcher, Begley. Look out. Oof. That's the angle too, isn't it?
Let's see where it got him.
It can't feel good.
No. You got him right above the guard. He just doesn't want any part of Stevie there. Listen, I'm okay. Go away.
What do you think? You're going to pinch run for me?
Now watch Donahue's face. Okay.
I'll take the hit.
Here's Cano. And a strike.
Now, years ago, Don Baylor, who had the record for a while, still might have it, being hit by a pitch. I think Craig Biggio might have broken that record all time. But Baylor used to tell me, don't ever show a pitcher that he actually hurt you.
Driven out in the left center. Garcia puts it away. Those are different days, Ken.
Yeah, well, he was a tough guy, Don Baylor. The groove. Don't ever let a pitcher know that he hurt you.
Well, here's Soriano sitting at 29 homers and 88 ribbies combined with the Cubs and Yankees. Count 1-0. There's the split, 17 and 93 with the Cubs, 12 homers and 35 with the Yanks. He has been rejuvenated.
Sort of like a homecoming for Soriano. You know, after he hit his 400th home run, you know, we were fortunate enough to see his first one. 399 home runs later. Get to see that one too.
Yep.
Ooh, that was nasty.
Kind of flinched.
Oh my goodness.
And it was coming into him, not at him.
Watch the break on this. Wow. That came from the other batter's box and over the inside corner.
Driven the other way. And a nice catch by the Yankee ball boy. That's about as good a play as you'll see a ball boy make. Aggressive. Left his feet. How about that? Come on.
Nice play. So the other ball boy just made a nice play too. He waited till it stopped rolling, then he picked it up.
That's called pulling a euchre. How do you catch a knuckleball? You just let it roll and then pick it up when it stops. Swing and a miss. And Soriano down on strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left. We've played one at the stadium. White Sox won and the Yankees nothing. Even though the Sox have had a bad year, Sal was the upside, and he carried the Sox. Follow Yes Network and tweet us your responses using hashtag Yankees Prius to keep the conversation going. I don't think that's what it's about, though, carrying the Sox. Did you have a great year? And the statistics have proven he did. He hasn't carried them at all. They have 80 losses.
They're in last place.
Yeah, carried them where? Because some people, I think some of the people that vote on it too, Kenny, as Danks digs in, swings at the first pitch and grounds it to Cano. They look at it as the most valuable pitcher award. It's not that. No. It's the best pitcher. And I think some people vote MVP thinking it's the best player and not the most valuable. I think that's more of a mistake than the other way.
A few years ago, we saw King Felix win the Cy Young with a 13-12 record. He was a dominating pitcher that year.
And we've seen guys like Cal Ripken Jr. and Andre Dawson win MVPs on last place teams. So how valuable could they have been? There's a strike to Fegley.
Kuroda needs a bounce back inning here, and he's only thrown 2 pitches this inning. He's already got 1 out.
Count 0-2. Fegley down on strikes. Fourth strikeout for Kuroda.
Take a look at the last pitch. Chased the slider well outside the strike zone. He didn't hit it there either.
So back to the top of the lineup, and Alejandro De Aza.
The White Sox hitters, let's get this out here right away. They have the fewest walks in the American League. They are up there swinging 345 walks.
Shattered bat and a base hit up the middle.
You know, and I would think their average time per game fairly quicker than other teams. Here's Darryl Boston, the first base coach, talking over to De Aza, who does have 18 steals. This might be a situation he might be thinking about going. He's been, one thing to remember about De Aza, though, he's been thrown out 7 times. He's been picked off 6 times.
Now 1-0 on Beckham, who doubled in the first inning. Count 1-1.
Well, Beckham has a double tonight, but he's hit much better when he's batted further down in the lineup. He's either batted quite a bit in the 8th spot or now in the 2nd. He's barely over 200 as a second place hitter. He's well over 300 batting 8th. So the further up he sees his name in the lineup, he might not be happy.
One, 2-1.
But I think this is a byproduct of the fact he's hit so well in the 8th spot, and the White Sox are looking to get anything going. Robin Ventura moves him up because of the fact he's hit over 300. Let's see what he does in the 2nd spot, which hasn't been quite as good. Ventura yesterday, he's kind of an easygoing guy. He was not happy with yesterday's game. And he let the Chicago press know about it. He said that was obviously one of the worst games that the White Sox played. The Yankees had an 8-run inning. A lot of errors. Wasn't particularly well pitched. And he basically said, you know, if you don't get the job, we'll get other people.
That one is punched into right field. The base hit for Beckham. De Aza will stop at second. So Beckham's 2 for 2. Runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Yeah, he's getting used to the 2nd spot in the order. It looked like Kuroda was going to have himself an easy inning. He'd gotten the first 2 outs, but about 5 pitches. And speaking of that inning yesterday, where the Yankees just blew it wide open in the 4th by scoring 8 runs on 7 hits, and the White Sox made 2 errors. Hawk Harrelson, their longtime broadcaster, 29 years, he said that might have been the worst inning of White Sox baseball he'd ever seen.
Wow. That's some state.
29 years.
You saw Chris Stewart go to Kuroda, come over the top. I guess he's dropping his arm a little bit. Which sometimes there's Hawk and Steve Stone.
Yeah.
Hawk on the right. Fly ball left field. And that will do it. Ramirez is out. Kuroda's out of the jam. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. You go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 White Sox. And then Thursday, a big series begins. 4 games against the first place Red Sox. That's right, Yankees Red Sox beginning Thursday. We've got full coverage of the series opener starting Thursday at 6, only on Yes. Thursday and Friday night on Yes. Saturday it's on Fox, Yankee extra innings after that. And then the finale of the 4-game set against the Red Sox on Sunday, also on Yes. This is a big week for the Yanks.
Sox week. Almost rivals Shark week.
Here's A-Rod. And a strike. Blew a fastball right by him, 0-2.
Now Alex has hit in 7 of his last 8 games. He's hit 4 homers, all of them have off right-handed pitchers.
Now, Kenny told you in 2011, Sale was in the pen. 2012, they converted him to a starter. Now he's one of the best in the game. And they thought so much of him after just 1 season as a starter that this spring, on March 7th, they signed him to a 5-year, $32 million deal. 2 option years that the team could pick up, so they could have him for a while. And they felt he was worth the investment. And also when the trade deadline was approaching, the White Sox said, everybody's available. Everybody except him. Don't ask about Chris Sale.
Yeah, they're going to build the team around him. He's going to be their #1 starter. The fact that he only pitched 10 1/3 innings in the minor leagues, that tells you something. The White Sox thought enough of him the year he was drafted to bring him up to the big leagues. That doesn't happen very often.
Grounded to second on 1 hop. Beckham fields. 1 down.
know, you talk about herky-jerky left-handers. This is it. And you see his reaction to the ground ball that goes to Beckham off the bat of Alex Rodriguez. Kind of jumps at the hitter. And you toss in the fact that he's about 6'5" or 6'6".
Here's Vernon Wells. Now, because Joe Girardi has a deeper team now with the injured players back and some of the acquisitions, he's got tough decisions to make. And he's decided to start Vernon Wells 2 games in a row in right and sit down Ichiro Suzuki against left-handers. And you would say, well, that's the prudent move, lefty-lefty, but not really, because Ichiro's a .340 hitter this year against lefties. So Joe, I guess, is just hoping that Vernon Wells runs into one. But Vernon's had just 1 home run, I think, since May
15th. I could see going with as many right-handers as you can against Sale. I mean, his delivery is not left-hander friendly. Really not right-hander friendly either. I mean, lefties are hitting 140 against him with no homers. So I think you want to get as many. Granderson's not playing either.
Right.
So you want to get as many left-handed hitters out of the lineup you can. The only 2 that are in there are the 2 just about everyday staples, Gardner and Cano.
But if you consider this, Kenny, that one's grounded up the middle and off the glove of Beckham, so a base hit for Wells. And Wells is going for 2. He's going to make it. Heads up base running by Vernon Wells.
I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Beckham will put some leather on it. He slips and falls, kicks the ball. So this is going to be a base hit and an error.
Yep.
An error because he literally kicks the ball. And then it's Diaza who picks it up. Here's Wells running. He sees the ball kicked away. And now he's going to head for second base. I don't think I've seen that very often.
That's White Sox baseball. Here's Mark Reynolds. Hey, the point I was going to make is now it's 3 straight games that Ichiro has not started because the Yankees have faced 3 straight lefties. And I know that Sale is very, very tough against lefties. But again, Ichiro has a .340 average this year against left-handers. So tough decisions for Girardi every single game. But most managers will say that's a good problem.
It's a good problem to have because if the White Sox, if the Yankees do get Sale out of the game in any which way or manner, the White Sox bring in a right-hander, you got Ichiro coming off the bench. And you're not going to lose anything defensively because he's a defensive stalwart. And you'll get one of the better left-handed hitters in baseball up there against a righty. And a chance to give him a rest, too.
One to Reynolds. 1-2.
That is a nasty pitch. It's kind of the reverse break of the pitch of Jose Fernandez, that young pitcher in Miami. Man, he got a breaking ball.
2-2.
They've got a tough decision in the National League. Who's Rookie of the Year? Fernandez or Puig? Some pitchers, some writers like pitchers, some like everyday players.
Well, Puig couldn't even get elected to the All-Star game. Not a full year in the big, so we'll see. Good battle. The 2-2. 3-2.
Since Puig has come up, the Dodgers have kind of taken off them. To give you an example, the Houston Astros have 45 wins this year. Since July 2nd, the Dodgers have 44.
fouled away. Then will make the seats.
Reynolds has done a nice job since coming to the Yankees. 13 for 45. That's 289. That's well above his seasonal average. His average really isn't his thing. It's about power.
Three-two. Strike three. Reynolds down looking. Did not like that call.
Once again, Sale will go to the breaking ball. Hitters will give up on it, but it has a ton of break to it. And it's in there for call strike three.
You can see the beef.
Yep.
So here's Nunez, who could make up for the error that he committed in the first inning. He's got a runner at second, 2 outs, 1-0 White Sox here in the bottom of the second.
Now we have a tendency to talk about some of the other Yankees who've missed a lot of time this year. We haven't really spoken about Nunez. He missed 56 games with an oblique strain earlier this year. And when he came back, he wasn't hitting very well, but he's lifted that average up over the 250 mark, back to respectability.
Count 2-1. Sal wants Fegley to go through the signs again. The 2-1. Chop to third. Gillespie. Another misplay by the White Sox. E5.
Well, Robin Ventura, one of the best third basemen in his day. We told you yesterday, 6 Gold Gloves. Ball in and out of the glove of Gillespie.
You think Wells was a distraction?
He might have been, but hey, you put the glove on it, ball's supposed to stay in it. I mean, it's in. Now it's the transfer. He couldn't get it cleanly. And we've seen that a couple of times in this series where the ball's gone in the glove of Gillespie and then out. So another error for the Chicago White Sox. They had 3 yesterday. They've got 2 today.
Now here's another one of the tough decisions that Girardi has to make, and he's sticking with Stewart. Although Chris is 0 for his last 18, and Romine has really been hitting very well over the last month and a half, but he seems committed to playing Romine maybe once or twice a week.
I think going with the veteran Stewart to more or less handle the pitching staff.
Well, that's got to be the reason.
Yeah, well. Would you say 0 for 18?
0 for 18.
Could be a big hit here if he could break that string.
Runner goes. Now he stops. Here comes Wells, and the Yankees steal home, and they steal a run, tying the game at 1. Good play by the Yankees.
The White Sox have not been about execution this year, and you can see the throw is offline from Beckham. Fegley has to reach to the first base side of home plate and can't make the sweep tag. Nunez does a great job. He stops halfway between. The throw back home is not in time. Wells sneaks in the back door, and the Yankees have tied the game.
That is a set play.
Oh,
it's an old Billy Martin play. The runner sometimes falls down between first and second. Stewart grounds one to third. Gillespie just gets him for the final out. But an unearned run for the Yankees, but they'll take it. They steal home to steal a run. It's 1-1 as we go to the third.
He's going to stop halfway between. Now it's on Beckham's shoulders to make a good throw. He does not. You saw Vernon Wells hesitate till the throw went down to second. Then he takes off. And the Yankees have tied the game. The last time I remember the Yankees making that play successfully was against the Red Sox at Fenway Park. As you watch Vernon Wells score the tying run. And in that particular instance, I think it was Gardner at third and Jeter at first. And they pulled it off perfectly. As the Yankees picked up a run with 2 outs. And 2 strikes on a hitter.
Count 2-0 to Dunn.
You think about plays like that. You think about squeeze plays or plays you don't see very often. The hit and runs, not all that much. But when they work, they look like so easy anybody can do it.
And it's smart to do it against a guy like Sale because you're not going to get a lot of runs off him. You see the Lincoln scoreboard 1-1.
And you'd already mentioned Stewart was 0 for 18. So, you know what? Why not roll the dice?
So lack of support for that man has tied the game. And that would be an unearned run for the Yanks because the ground ball to third would have been the final out. Swing and a miss. Done. Down on strikes.
That is the 5th strikeout for Kuroda.
Here's Konerko. There's a strike.
If there's a team that Konerko's hit well against lately, it's the Yankees. He's got a 12-game hitting streak against the Yankees.
The 1-1. 1-2.
Mike, I get the feeling Kuroda's getting to a little better flow here as the game's going along. First inning, he kind of struggled somewhat.
Which even when he was dealing, he sometimes did. Just missed with that one. Another strikeout for Kuroda. Let's check out tonight's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Medical Center Inspired Medicine. Puig is out. We mentioned it before. He's not going to play tonight with a knee problem. Ellsbury not in tonight's lineup with a thumb issue. And Masterson will not make his next start. And that's big for the Indians. They're a little short on starters with an oblique injury.
Yeah, yesterday he wanted to continue in the game, but Terry Francona took him out. And his fastball was 87 on the radar gun. So they knew right away something was wrong with him.
Here is Avisail Garcia. He struck out in the first inning. Popped up. Cano puts it away. A 1-2-3 inning for Kuroda and the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 game. In the American League. And what's strange, Kenny, they compiled that record when they had very little right-handed power. For the longest time, they couldn't hit a home run from the right side.
Well, you're talking about players like Itro having good averages against the left-handed pitching for a left-handed hitter.
All right, so Wells had the steal of home to tie the game. The last time the Yankees stole home plate, May 31st, 2011. They did it at Oakland off Brad Ziegler in the 6th inning. Cano was batting. A-Rod stole second. And on the throw to second, Teixeira stole home. That's not a great combination to pull a double steal with Cano at the plate.
That was really a surprise. And with Teixeira at third and A-Rod at first, That really caught the A's off balance.
I bet. Lincoln scoreboard 1-1. The pitch to Gardner is outside 1-0.
Which they really didn't expect it with Cano at the plate.
Really? If it didn't work.
That's some explaining to do.
Well, the 2 runners on base in that instance, very good base runners.
Yeah.
They must have picked something up. Gillespie will make the play for the first out. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Here's Jeter. He got hit by a pitch. That was in the first inning. He's the DH tonight. Count 1-0. Foul back. Grounded up the middle. Grabbed there by Beckham. Fires to first. Jeter with an infield single.
Well, now he is 9th all-time by himself on the all-time hit list. Passes Hall of Famer Eddie Collins. A good try by Beckham. Jeter too fast, well across the bag. And here it is. Number 9 all by himself.
Running pretty well there.
Yeah. Well,
and the slowdown's not great.
Yeah, you can smell those. That's from being hit by the pitch. You can smell those infield hits.
Cano swings and misses.
Robbie was out here early today working on the screen drill with hitting coach Kevin Long. There he is. Next up, another Hall of Famer, Paul Molitor. Then Carl Yastrzemski.
Derek thought he was going to be through that part of the list in April, but it hasn't been that year for him.
Missed 125 games. Think about it too. Accrue that many hits over that length of time, you've got to be a healthy ball player for most of that time. Playing just about every day.
Fly ball, fairly deep left. Beaza is there. He'll make the play. 2 outs. MLB.TV is celebrating 11 years. Join the millions of fans and subscribe today. Watch every out-of-market game live online on your favorite mobile and connected devices in HD quality with MLB.TV Premium. Visit MLB.TV today. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere. Here's Soriano. He struck out in the first inning. We're in the bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 game. There's that breaking ball. Nasty for a strike.
not only does it have a lot of break, it's going down and in. It's headed for that back ankle of the right-handed hitter.
Dribbled slowly towards second. Beckham fields, flips, got him for the final out. That'll do it here in the third. No runs a hit, no errors, and one man left on base. 3 in the books here at the stadium. It's a 1-1 game on Yes. For the White Sox, last 5 20-game winners would go on to play for the Yankees. Who are those 4 pitchers? Wow. That's a good question. We'll find out the answer in the bottom of the 4th. Kuroda, 25 pitches in the first, 12 in the second, 13 in the third. So he's at 50. And Gillespie leads off.
I know one of them.
Personally?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You do too.
Popped up. Nunez for the first out. Tomorrow, Yes presents the next chapter of the Emmy-winning series Yankeeography with Moments of Glory. Now, on this next episode, get the inside story of Jim Abbott's dramatic 1993 no-hitter. It's a new Chevy presents Yankeeography Moments of Glory tomorrow at 11, only on Yes. I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen what they've done this year with Yankeeography, you've got to tune in. I think you've seen both of the ones that they've had. Jeter's 3,000th hit and Tino's grand slam in Game 1 of the 98 series. Really, really well done.
Yeah, I saw Tino's, and that awesome.
Jordan Danks swings and misses.
Tell you what, the Jordan Danks' parents must be some of the happiest parents in America, because they can come see both their sons play in one game.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Jordan is the younger of the two. His brother John is a left-handed pitcher.
There's a bunt. Grabbed in fair territory by Stewart to make the play. Heads up play by Stewart. Grabbed it before it went foul.
And you will see him trying to pick up the bunt for the base hit. Alex Rodriguez is back, but he didn't get enough of it. And you're right. Stewart said, hey, I got this. Makes the play 2-3 for the put out. See it on Yesmo. Brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. Look at the footwork. Squaring up to the target.
Begley swings and misses.
Yeah, his parents have MLB.TV. They can only watch one game. They have a chance to see both sides.
That's right.
Yeah. Baseball everywhere.
Hey, I forgot one other moments of glory that they've had. Cohn's perfect game. It was really a good one.
You think about it, in Yankee history, there have been some great moments. Just baseball history.
1-2.
And I know there's a lot of young fans out here who haven't seen some of those moments. Well, you sit there with your father or your mother or an aunt or an uncle, they can explain exactly what happened back in the day.
That's what Mick Keller is doing to Derek right now. The 1-2. Count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're on the top of the fourth. 1-1 game. Kuroda deals. Grounded softly up the middle. Cano fields, fires, got him. Cano shows the arm on the shortstop side of second. Just that flip throw to Reynolds to get Begley to complete the 1-2-3 inning.
I think so, and also Jim Cott and Richard Dodson. The other one I'm not sure of.
Esteban Loaiza.
All right.
Good question.
3 out of 4 is not bad.
750.
I told you knew one of them personally.
Yeah. I know two. Jack McDowell as well, and Loaiza. We don't hang out.
Oh, we hung out with Kitty, though.
Yes, we did. Here's A-Rod. Count 0-1.
Now, we've told you how tough Sale is on the left-hand hitters. These are the nights that the lefty hitters in the lineup come back to the dugout and say, you right-handers better get it going. There's that sweeping breaking ball.
High fly ball, right field. Danks is there, and they'll put it away for the first out of the fourth. That'll bring up Vernon Wells. Vernon Wells has scored the Yankees' only run. He stole home in the second inning. That's his first steal of home in his career. Double steal. He was on third. Nunez was on first. Nunez took off for second. Stopped between first and second when the throw went through, and Wells took off and just made it. Head of the tag. Fly ball to Danks.
Now, usually there are checkpoints on a play like this. You want to make sure everybody has a sign. Now, the runner on third usually it's a verbal, and the runner at first usually has to give a return sign to the third base coach. Let everybody know it's on. Here comes Vernon Wells, steaming home. Game is tied.
There's Mark Reynolds. Count 1-0.
Yeah, that's actually a play you might practice in spring training, knowing that as the season comes along, you might never use it. But the opportunity comes against tough pitchers. Opportunities where you don't think you're going to score many runs. Sale's ERA 2.99.
Also, Kenny, it was the perfect time. The guy at the plate was 0 for 18.
Yeah.
And you don't like his chances against Sale, so you want to try to make something happen. You actually push the envelope there. Here's a 3-0. They turn him loose. He hits one to center field. Garcia will put it away. 3 fly balls, 3 straight outs. We go to the 5th inning. It's a 1-1 game right here on Yes. While the Yankees have been able to pull to within two, they average 2.1 runs per game. That's why they're 1-8. Their offense has just stopped, and their pitching has suffered as well.
Well, the ERA is up there. They hit a bad bump. This is a tough time to be going out to the West Coast this late in the season.
That's the wild card standings right now.
They're tightening up.
You know, you could even add the Royals there. The Royals are, I believe, 4.5 out. De Aza takes outside 1-0. Base hit up the middle.
Diaz with his second hit of the game. That's right. The Rays tonight have Matt Moore coming off the disabled list. He'd been out with elbow problems. I think he comes in with a record of 13-3. Make that 14-3. So he's riding in on a high horse, trying to stop a losing streak.
Yankees going to try to stop Gordon Beckham here. A double in the first, scored the White Sox only run, and then singled in the second.
Yeah, Matt Moore had been bothered by elbow problems. When the Yankees were last there in Tampa Bay, he threw a simulated game.
One and 0. That one clipped the outside corner, 1-1.
Beckham's last 8 games against the Yankees, he's 13 for 27. So he's been a problem for Yankee pitching.
Runner goes. Throw to second. Cano could not hold on to make the tag. A stolen base for Diaz.
Ball hit off the webbing of the glove of Cano, and it's going to be number 19 for Diaz. You can see the ball tailing away from second base. Cano's going to have to reach for it, try and apply the tag all in one motion, and cannot come up with the baseball. Diaz has himself a stolen base. You know, in a game like this, 90 feet's big. And this is one of those ball games, as we look at it on Yes Mo, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer, that 90 feet is big. You have to force the issue. You saw the Yankees try to double steal. The White Sox stealing now. They're trying to move runners into scoring position because they know that well, Joe Girardi's standpoint, Chris Sale's not going to give up too many. And Kuroda's due for a good one, and he's always pitched well here at Yankee Stadium this year.
Fouled away.
Beckham trying to steer that one to the right side of the field. And Kuroda trying to get in on him and make it more difficult to do so.
Nubbed off the end of the bat. Still 2-2. Beckham hanging tough.
Yeah, that was a tough pitch, and he just got enough of it to spoil it. This is nasty. And he's just going to get a piece of it. This is when you're going well at the plate. When you're not, you swing and miss that pitch.
Two. Making him work. Pitch count up to 70. We're here in the fifth, 1-1 game. Sale against Kuroda. Runs are at a premium. Cano not holding on to that throw from Stewart loomed very large. There's the breakdown of the 70 pitches.
Kuroda's moving the ball around, in, out. Beckham spoiling them all.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat upcoming.
Like Chris Sale, you got Ramirez on deck there. Like Chris Sale, Beckham was a #1 pick. Beckham out of the University of Georgia. He's a first-team All-American.
So now 3-2.
Beckham's a junior year. Hit .411 with 28 home runs. And turned it into a #1 pick of the Chicago White Sox.
Fouled away.
You know, compared to the other White Sox hitters, this is like War and Peace compared to a pamphlet. This is bad.
You're right.
We mentioned the fact that most of the White Sox hitters, do not walk very often. Ramirez on deck sees the fewest pitches per plate appearance of anybody in the league. Now Beckham's up there. Was this the 13th pitch or whatever? 11th coming. Ramirez could have had 3 or 4 at-bats in this match.
Oh, just missed low. Kuroda wanted that one, so Beckham works a walk. He'll make up on the pitches now with Ramirez coming up.
Beckham eyeballs his way and tried to sneak one over the outside corner. It did get the corner, but it was too low. As Michael said, very close. Ball 4. First walk handed out by Kuroda tonight. The Yankees are looking for the bunt here. Third base coach Joe McEwing going through the signals.
Hey, took a pitch, Kenny. Coming Wade Boggs, count 0-1.
I'll tell you what, if he's not bunting this next one and it's close, he won't be taking this one. It doesn't even have to be a strike, just near the zone.
That was tough to swing.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't really near the zone. This is more near the coconut than the zone. Low bridge.
Boy, the way he went down, you can hurt yourself. He can get caught.
Yep. Very limber, to say the least.
ground it, past the diving A-Rod, and down the left field line. De Aza scores. Here comes Beckham. They're waving him home. He'll score. Moving to third is Ramirez. It's a 2-run triple, and the White Sox lead 3-1. That is a big hit.
Well, first of all, it's rocketed by A-Rod. One step and a dive underneath his glove down into the corner. And then Soriano has some problems with it. Ball gets by him. It kind of hugged the wall when he thought it was coming out. No relay throw. 2 runs have scored, and Ramirez's speed, he goes all the way to third. I think Soriano thought the ball was going to hit the wall and bounce out. It didn't, and it scampered on by him. And it goes as a triple.
So Rothschild finishes his discussion with Kuroda. Now the Yankees have to bring the infield in for Adam Dunn with a runner on third and nobody out.
Here's a scouting report on Adam Dunn. 6 40 home run seasons. But Reggie Jackson, Jim Thome, and Sammy Sosa are the only 3 players in history to strike out more than Adam Dunn. And a matching pair of socks. The on-deck hitter, Paul Konerko, and Dunn are the only 2 hitters in history to hit their teammates in history to hit their 400th home run in the same season. They both did it last year.
One. Dribbled slowly to Cano. He checks back Ramirez. They get done for the first out.
Here's a look. The shift is on. The infield in. Slow roller. You can see with nobody out, Ramirez is not taking any chances. And he's going to hold. Cano checks him at third. And there's your out.
Infield still in for Konerko, who walked and struck out tonight. And that one is lined right at Nunez. Throws to third. It's a double play. We told you about the White Sox with bad base running. That was not great right there. A line drive right at Nunez, and he fires to A-Rod for the 6-5 double play. But the White Sox scored 2 big runs on the triple by Ramirez. And we're halfway through. Sox up by 2. Presented by AT. Here's your chance to celebrate the last season of a true Yankee great, Mariano Rivera, by sending him a thank you for all of the memories he's given us. Just go to attmoments.com. Now, 2 big runs for the White Sox in the top of the 5th. We're halfway through this one. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's 3-1 White Sox. Eduardo Nunez will lead it off. Boy, you really wonder where Alexei Ramirez was headed. The ball is hit to short and he gets doubled up. But we did tell you yesterday when we gave you the scouting report on this team, they don't run the bases well and they don't field the ball.
Well, the whole thing is you got to make the ball go through. It's a line drive. You hold your ground. See, he starts for home plate. And he's done.
I'll tell you what, you look at that play, you see the triple. The big play in the inning to me is Cano not holding on to the throw by Stewart. I know it was tailing, but the runner's dead out, and the whole inning changes if he's out at second base. See if the Yankees can get another 2 runs off a guy like Sale.
Well, with an earned run average run to 3, it's usually been no Sale this year. You know, Michael, you had mentioned that when the trade deadline came along and White Sox said everybody was available but him.
Right.
Every team's looking for that #1 starter. There's a lot of teams that don't have it.
Grounded off the bag and over the head of Gillespie and down the left field line. Nunez will head to second with a double.
This is how you get a double when a ball hits third base. Gillespie reaches, ball bounces over his head on down the line. Of course, Nunez with the speed, and he's going to be in second easily. There's the reach. There's the bound over the head. Mike Everett, the third base umpire, signals fair, and the Yankees have a leadoff 2-base hit.
So here's Chris Stewart, grounded to third in the second. 0 for his last 19. And he punches that one to right field. The foul ball kept slicing, and he missed an extra base hit by a couple of feet.
When you're going well, this one stays fair. When you're not, it tails foul. For a moment there, it looked like the Yankees are going to have at least back-to-back doubles. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Popped up, shallow right. And Danks makes the play for the first out.
Now, Danks in right field comes in with a reputation as being a fine outfielder. And, during the course of this series, he gets good breaks on balls. Has a very strong arm. He can play some center field as well as right. And lately, he's been hitting pretty well.
So here's Gardner. He popped to short and popped to third. He's 0 for 2 against Chris Sale. Sale 2-0, 0.49 ERA against the Yankees in his career. Nunez leads off second. Good fastball strike on the inside part of the plate. There's the pitch breakdown. When the Yankees got their run, 26 pitches in that second inning.
And the White Sox made 2 errors in that inning to keep the inning going.
count 0-2.
Just by Gardner's reaction at the plate, you can see this is not the most comfortable at bat he's ever had. This guy's no day at the beach for left-handed hitters. Pick a beach. None of them will come into play here.
One and two. Again, just missed off the outside corner. Two nasty pitches, good takes by Gardner. 2-2.
Strike zone knowledge. See Feckley's glove just off a home plate. It was high enough, but see Gardner shaking his head no.
Strike three. Tried it 3 times and got it the 3rd time. Gardner down on strikes for the 2nd out.
This pitch is coming like all the way around the horn. Sale checks and now deals. That time Gardner did not disagree. He knew that was strike 3. So far tonight, he and Cano are 0 for 5 between them.
Grounded up the middle. Beckham fields, fires to first, and the scoop is there as they get Jeter for the final out of the 5th. So the leadoff double by Nunez is wasted. No runs a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Jeter thought he got it up the middle, but Beckham ranged to his right and made the play to end the inning. Receive a limited edition Yankee Stadium exclusive Ty Beanie Buddy named Closer, courtesy of DKNY. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com, visit the stadium ticket window, Yankees clubhouse shops, or call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849. Avisail Garcia swings and misses, the count 0-1. 3-1 White Sox. 0-2. And Garcia down on strikes.
Second time he has struck out. Second time he has struck out on a slider. Kuroda has a strikeout pitch working tonight. That's 7 strikeouts. Only the first one was a called strike 3.
Here's Gillespie. He's 0 for 2, struck out and popped to short. Now you take a look at Jeter in the third inning. I thought he ran very well on the infield single, and then it looked like he slowed down considerably after hitting the bag. Then I thought that play at first base was going to be a lot closer. I just don't think Derek is running the way he ran consistently. He's running much better than he has when he first came up and before he got re-injured, but I still don't think he's running like Derek Jeter.
You got to remember earlier tonight he got hit by a pitch in the lower left leg. And sometimes when you're the designated hitter, those things can tighten up as opposed to being in the field and moving around.
Nunez will make the play for the second out. Here's Jordan Danks. Grounded to third, A-Rod will get Danks, and a 1-2-3 inning for Hiroki Kuroda. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 Chicago. PCs or laptops with Optimum Online. Get a full season of live Yankee games on the go for just $29.99. And if you're an Optimum customer who watches Yes on Optimum TV, then go to YesNetwork.com to get more information and subscribe now. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning at the stadium. White Sox 3 and the Yankees 1. Middle game of the 3-game set yesterday. All Yankees 9-1 over the White Sox, and the game delayed an hour and 53 minutes by rain. But it's been a beautiful night so far here in the Bronx. But certainly not an extremely well-played game on either side. 2 errors by the White Sox, 1 by the Yankees that was scored an error. And then Cano didn't handle a throw from Stewart that would have been resulted in caught stealing, which indirectly led to the 2 runs that broke the 1-1 tie. So Cano with a 1-0 count. Chops one over the mound. Ramirez fields and gets Cano for the first out. Let's check out tomorrow's starting pitchers, brought to you by Verizon Fios, making life more entertaining with America's fastest, most reliable internet that's powerful. Eric Johnson, that's his record at AA and AAA combined. Not too bad. Against CC Sabathia, our coverage begins at 6 with the BP show. 6:30 is the pregame and 7:07 first pitch.
Major league debut for Eric Johnson tomorrow.
It's always a challenge, Kenny, when you see a pitcher for the first time. You could have your AAA people give you scouting reports, but if you've never seen them.
Originally, it was supposed to be Hector Santiago, another lefty. In those cases, it's almost like a pitcher gets a free pass one time through the order. Like everybody's looking him over, unless he's really bad. You know, everything's down the middle and hittable.
Boy, you watch Sale.
He's dealing.
And you watch the herky-jerky delivery. And then you watch a guy like Matt Harvey and the perfect delivery he has. And you say, well, which one would be more likely to get hurt? You'd say it'd be Sale. But Sale is sailing right now, and Matt Harvey's on the DL.
4th strikeout for Chris Sale. So you're looking at least a year before Matt Harvey can return.
Well, if he decides to have the surgery.
Well, why would he not?
Because Roy Halladay told him, I had the same thing. I didn't have the surgery, and I've never had to have the surgery. So we'll see what he likes to go with.
Wow.
Here's A-Rod. But if he has the surgery, it will be a year.
All right, so say he doesn't have the surgery. He rehabs. He comes back and it goes out next April.
Then you got an issue. Then you miss the whole next year. You miss the whole year anyway.
Yeah.
The bad problem would be you rehab and it goes out next July. Then 2015's in jeopardy.
But my point is also that Tommy John surgery, I wouldn't say no surgery is really routine. But how many pitchers are still pitching in the major leagues who've had that surgery?
I just don't think he wants to miss a year. And again, with a guy like Halladay who's won Cy Youngs, and he gave him advice. I had the exact same thing, and I rehabbed it, and I never had to have it.
He had a partial tear in the ligament.
The 2-1, 3-1 from Sale. Three 3-1 count, 3-1 score. A nice little picture going there.
A-Rod's best swing of the night, but it was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. This is probably the top heat that Sale has. Challenging A-Rod, 3-1. Good swing. Fouls it back. See if he challenges again. He's got a 2-run lead.
So A-Rod works a walk. And that will bring up Vernon Wells. Vernon Wells He stole home in the second inning, and that's the Yankees' only run. Back end of a double steal. .95 up and away, 1-0. Bottom of the sixth inning, Cleveland leads Baltimore 4-0. Also bottom of the sixth, Boston 2, Detroit 1. Top of the fourth, Kansas City 1, Seattle 0. Texas and Oakland later on. Foul back. And Tampa Bay, LA at 10:05.
Whoever wins that Texas-Oakland game will take over first place in the American League West. The A's have won 4 straight. The Rangers have lost 2 straight to get to that point.
Still 1-2. High fly ball, left field. De Aza will put it away. And that'll do it here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 7th. Some bad defense by the White Sox. Some solid pitching by Hiroki Kuroda. And as we go to the 7th inning, White Sox lead this one by a score of 3-1. And the game summary is brought to you by your local Nissan dealer. 3-6-2 leading 1-3-1. Dunn, an RBI single. Wells stole home for the Yankees in the 2nd. And Ramirez a 2-run triple in the 5th inning. And that's the scoring right now. Sale against Kuroda. And the pitch to Fegley is a strike.
Did you hear that music in the background?
That was nice.
It sounded like Saturday Night Live.
Cadillac scoreboard, 3-1. White Sox over the Yanks. shattered bat. Ground ball to A-Rod. What away. So much better performance by Kuroda than he has given us the last 3 starts we've seen. But the Yankee offense has been unable to do much against Sale. Just 1 unearned run.
We mentioned it. Sale had won 4 of his last 5 starts.
Here's De Aza, who was 2 for 3. 1-0. Preston Claiborne up for the Yanks. That one's drilled to right field. Fair ball, it's gone. It is a foul ball. Right down the line, and it hooked at the last moment.
Yeah, De Aza thought he had the distance, but not the direction. He's actually second on the White Sox in home runs with his 14. That represents a career high. You can see it clearly. Foul off the bat of De Aza. Oh, yeah, just that close. Alejandro.
How often, Kenny, in your career did you hit a foul home run and then actually hit a home run in that at bat?
Probably never.
It doesn't happen,
no.
Right?
I think 2 days in a row I hit the foul pole, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
DeAndre Rienzo warming up. That one's drilled to right field. There it goes. See ya. Well, we've seen it there. 4-1 White Sox.
Whoa.
Kept that fair.
Second only to Adam Dunn on the White Sox in home runs. Just missed his 15th, and they came back and got it. Oof. It was kind of like the pitches we saw in Tampa Bay from Kuroda. And then he gave up 4 home runs, 3 to lefties.
So after 95 pitches, Girardi's going to take the ball from Kuroda. He's going to call to the bullpen, bringing Preston Claiborne to face Beckham. 4-1 Chicago.
Roki Kuroda. Claiborne's been a find out of the bullpen for the Yankees this year. This will be his 38th game. See a very good ERA, less than a hit per inning, 36 strikeouts. The league hitting just .234 against Claiborne this season.
like Stewart's going to need another glove. Here's the foul home run by Diaz. A couple of feet.
Oof. So close.
That one wasn't. Kept it fair. And it knocked Kuroda out of the game.
Like I said, you don't see that very often. And from a hitter standpoint, you figure, that was my shot.
Right. So 4-1. Claiborne takes over. And he'll deal to Beckham. 1-0. 6 1/3. That's his final line. 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 95 pitches. And if the Yankees don't come back, Kuroda will have lost 4 straight.
Up until his most recent start, he had never lost 3 straight as a Yankee. Now, it didn't help tonight that he was in there against a pitcher who usually doesn't give up very much, and has lived up to his reputation of Chris Sale.
Boone Logan up. Foul back.
Tell you what, the top part of the order was the problem for Kuroda tonight. You've got 3 hits for Diaz, 2 hits and a walk for Beckham, a triple and 3 trips for Ramirez, and Adam Dunn with a single and 3 trips.
Popped up, shallow left center. Gardner makes the call and the catch.
Now, below the number 4 spot in the order, only one man's gotten on base. Konerko had a walk and nothing else. So it's been the top 4 spots in the order for the White Sox. Top half of the order have done the damage.
High pop-up. Nunez will make the play, and that'll do it. But the White Sox add a run on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left on base. At the end of 6 1/2, it's time for the 7th inning stretch here at the stadium. White Sox 4, Yankees 1. But we will stay right here to honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps? And please direct your attention to the area behind home plate and welcome 2 honored guests of the New York Yankees. United States Navy E-5 Petty Officer, 2nd Class, Norman Wright, who served in Vietnam and is a Purple Heart recipient. And United States Navy E-4 Petty Officer, 3rd Class, Raymond DiMartino, who served in Operation Enduring Freedom. The Yankees say thank you for your sacrifice and service to our nation. Now, please join in Kate Smith's rendition of God Bless America.
as I mentioned, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Yankees have 4-game set against the Red Sox. We've got full coverage of the series opener starting Thursday at 6, only on Yes. Cadillac scoreboard, 4-1 White Sox. And Reynolds hits the first pitch to center, 1 away.
Yankees with just 3 hits against Chris Sale. Nunez has 1 of them. He had a leadoff double in the 5th and didn't get any further than second base.
And there's a strike to Nunez. Popped up. Gillespie in foul territory will make the play for the second out. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by the Toyota Prius, official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees. And we have a pinch hitter as they send up Austin Romine to pinch hit for Chris Stewart. Chris was 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for his last 20. So Romine will get a hack here in the 7th. And there's a strike.
Yeah, Boone Logan warming up in the Yankee bullpen. Nothing happening in the White Sox bullpen. They're just sitting and watching.
The 0-2. 1-2. Way outside, 2-2. Well, his high 124. He averages 109, so he's at 101 right now with 2 outs and a 2-2 count in the 7th. And Romine goes down on strikes. So Sale works a 1-2-3 7th inning. We're going to the 8th. White Sox 4, Yankees 1. technology. By Turkey Hill, the official ice cream of the New York Yankees. And by your Tri-Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Tri-Honda dealer for great deals on the 2013 Accord. All right, Yankees are down 4-1 as we go to the 8th inning. They have a new pitcher taking over for Preston Claiborne. It's the lefty Boone Logan.
New pitcher, new catcher. Romine, who hit for Stewart, remains in the game. He will be doing the catching. There are the numbers on Boone Logan. And in 57 games, 37 innings total. That would lead you to believe, of course, that some of those appearances were just for one hitter. Although he's very effective against both lefties and righties. Our Hyundai scoreboard, it's 4-1 White Sox.
Dunn, Konerko, and Garcia here in the 8th inning. White Sox with 7 hits, the Yankees with just 3 against Chris Sale. Shift is on for Dunn. 3 infielders on the right side. Cano in short right field. 0-1.
Yankees defensively pulled over to the right. Robinson Cano in short right field. Adam Dunn at the plate.
Outfield fairly straight away for Dunn. And the 1-1.
I mentioned yesterday Dunn's propensity for striking out. And in our scouting report, only 3 hitters in the history of the game have struck out more than him. Reggie Jackson's the all-time leader. Jim Thome's second. And Sammy Sosa is third. But Dunn, he's got a long way to go in his career. He's going to pass all of them at this pace. But he also has 6 40 home run seasons. So if you're going to sign an Adam Dunn, you're going to take the good with the bad.
Kenny, is like the pitchers that lose 20 games. You've got to be pretty good to stay in the rotation and lose 20 games. So teams must see something to let him strike out that much. And this guy is 33 years old. I mean, we were talking yesterday about 500 home runs. Now, these are two, I guess, somewhat similar players. Kingman and Dunn, and I thought that Kingman always would have been a great test case if he hit 500 home runs to get into the Hall of Fame. But Dunn very well could hit 500 home runs. He might even get to 600. Again, he's just 33. But I don't look at him as a Hall of Fame player. The 3-2, strike 3, Dunn down looking.
Goes up by 1. Fans, this Sunday morning, don't miss the season premiere of Mike Francesa's Football Sunday. Get set for week 1 of the NFL season with injury reports, game-by-game breakdowns, and analysis of the hottest league stories. It's the season premiere of Mike Francesa's Football Sunday, Sunday morning at 9, right here on Yes. The NFL is back.
Here's Konerko. 1-0.
Now, years ago, Willie Stargell, the late Willie Stargell, was the all-time leader in striking out. And when Reggie Jackson passed him on the all-time list, he called Reggie right away.
Really?
And Stargell, of course, and Reggie, both in the Hall of Fame. But all those strikeouts couldn't keep him out because they hit plenty of home runs. And Stargell, some of the furthest in history.
Konerko hits one deep to center. Gardner back. Makes the play in front of the track for the second out.
In fact, legend has it that Willie Stargell hit one of the longest home runs ever. He was playing in an exhibition game, or maybe he was in the minors at the time, but he was playing in, I think, Charleston. West Virginia hit a home run. There was a coal car going by beyond it landed in the coal car, and the train ended up in Chicago.
That's a long drive.
That's a long home. He also hit a home run in the All-Star game in Minnesota at Old Bloomington Park that went into the tuba. The band was on the field before the game, and they put the band members out in the right center field bleachers, and he hit a home run, went right in the tuba. Sweet music for Reggie.
Yes.
I said for Willie.
The 0-1. Garcia lost one to center. And that will do it. As Boone Logan works a 1-2-3 eighth. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Yankees down by 3.
He's got deception to him because he drops down a little bit. His breaking ball comes into the right-handers hard, and it's really difficult for lefties to hit. So he's got really good stuff. So, you know, as much as you can, don't miss his mistakes.
Well, Kenny hasn't made many mistakes tonight.
No, he's been outstanding. As advertised, one of the best pitchers in the league. Just 25 years old. Left-handed, good stuff, an unusual delivery. And as Joe Girardi said, that breaking ball comes in hard on the right-handed hitters. The White Sox knew what they were doing when they drafted him #1 in 2010.
Kenny, Brett Gardner's really looked overmatched in his 3 at-bats. And he will lead off here in the 8th inning. Top of the Yankee order against Sale.
Well, left-handed batters, that batting average against Chris Sale's going down. Came in at 140 with no home runs. Gardner's 0 for 3. Cano's 0 for 3. Those are the only 2 lefties in the lineup.
Hyundai scoreboard 4-1 White Sox. Hey, Jones is ready. Two and two.
Michael, you had asked me before if I've ever pulled the ball foul and then hit a home run. I did do it. I remember it now. You know who it was against?
Who?
We mentioned his name. It was against Jim Cobb.
Really?
In Chicago. And it was a home run that gave us a 1-0 lead in the 8th inning. And we lost the game. Somebody hit a home run for Chicago in the bottom of the 8th. It might have been Richie Zisk. And it was a disputed home run because the fan had kind of reached over. Earl Weaver was still been out there arguing. Yeah, I mean, he was throwing stuff all over the place, and we couldn't get the call.
Well, that's the pitch that struck him out in the 5th, and it strikes him out in the 8th. He has not looked good in his at-bats against Sale. 5
strikeouts now for Sale, and you can see, man, this is a nasty pitch. And as Joe Girardi says, it comes in hard on the righties and just dives away from the lefties. You can see the knee buckle a little bit. And Ed Gardner's out of it. You can see him shaking his head 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. Has not gotten the ball out of the infield against Chris Sale. You saw Nate Jones warming up the bullpen. You get the feeling this is Sale's last inning. 108 pitches.
Derek Jeter takes a strike. That one is punched into center field, a base hit for Jeter.
The Yankees have 4 hits. Jeter has 2 of them.
To vote for the Chevy Player of the Game, visit votechevy.com. Results will be revealed in the post-game show. Well, they're leaving Sale obviously in to face the lefty Cano.
Wow. It's some kind of break on that pitch. Looks like for a left-handed hitter, it's like it's coming from the other side of the world.
Could not hold up. Count 0-2. The 1-2. Driven out to left field. Diaz back. Still back. It's over his head and off the base of the wall. Jeter's at third. Cano with a nice piece of hitting. Picks up a double. And the Yankees have runners on second and third with 1 man out.
Well, you heard Joe Girardi say you got to capitalize on his mistakes, and he doesn't make many, particularly the left-handed hitters. Now, this pitch, right down Broadway, and Cano stays with it, drives it well. Had the sound coming off the bat. Diaz going back for all he's worth. He's not going to get it. The ball up against the base of the wall. This is going to chase Jeter to third, and it's going to chase Sale out of the game. It's coming right at you.
All right, so the Yankees get rid of Sale. He pitched beautifully. Now they'll take their chance against the White Sox bullpen. They're threatening here in the 8th.
pretty hard to do, but my guess is he's comfortable here.
He has been comfortable. He's walking around with a smile on his face. He's very close with Jeter. They go back to when his career started, and he's been received very warmly, and he's meant a lot in that lineup as well, providing a lot of coverage for Cano.
Well, back in the day when he first came to the Yankees, we look at the numbers for Chris Sale, who's had another outstanding outing for the Chicago White Sox, 114 pitches. When Soriano first came up, he and Jeter were the double play tandem in the middle of the order, the middle of the diamond for the Yankees. And Soriano eventually became an outfielder. Here's Nate Jones, 61st appearance of the year. Less than a hit per inning, maybe too many walks with a 25, but 80 strikeouts. So that tells you he's a hard thrower, probably sink or slide.
Infield is back. They'll give up 1 run. Nate Jones deals. Kind of throws like a catcher, Kenny, from behind his ear. Soriano has faced Jones 4 times, 3 for 4. All 3 singles. And the count 0-2.
Probably interleague games between the Cubs and the White Sox. That's where these two have hooked up before.
Mariano and David Robertson. There's a base hit up the middle. Jeter scores. Cano rounds third. He will score. It's a big 2-run single for Alfonso Soriano. And the White Sox lead is now 4-3.
Those 2 runs charged to Chris Sale. And Jones came in, made 2 pretty good pitches, slider for a strike. Another one even better. Swung on and missed. Third one was not the charm. Soriano was waiting. Singles through the middle. There's that smile, Michael. 2 runs are in. And the Yankees are trailing by just 1.
So Sale's line is complete. 3 runs, 2 of them earned. The 2 that just scored. And now here's A-Rod. Has a go-ahead run. White Sox 4, Yankees 3, bottom of the 8th inning. 98-mile-an-hour strike.
Crowd's getting into it.
Count 1-1. Now Soriano has been pretty adept at stealing bases. You steal second here, then you're a single away from possibly tying the game. Jones seems to be somewhat quick to the plate.
He doesn't lift that left leg up very high before delivering the ball. Good slider right there to A-Rod to pick up strike 2. Now, Soriano doesn't steal like he used to. He used to steal 40 bases a year, but now he picks his spots.
Almost had him. If he threw harder to first base, might have picked him off.
Yeah, he was thinking about going. Watch the lead. Yep.
Crowd crowd of 33,215 making some noise here in the Bronx. Count 2-2 on Rodriguez. And they're going to just miss getting Soriano. Wow. He scrambled back ahead of the tag by Konerko. Wasn't a great throw by Fegley.
Yeah, there was plenty of daylight there. Soriano sees the ball in the dirt. He thinks about going, then changes his mind, and Konerko can't find him. Soriano slithers his way back to the base. You can see the daylight, but the tag is late. First base umpire is Bruce Dreckman. He makes the call, and it appears he made the right one. A-Rod saying don't go.
3-2 count on A-Rod. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and lined into center field. It's a base hit. Soriano stumbles but goes to third. A big hit for A-Rod, and the Yankees have the tying run 90 feet from home.
Another slider from Nate Jones. And this one's up a bit. A-Rod could get to it. Runners on the move. Almost the same pitch he threw to Soriano. Wasn't as bad as I thought. A little above knee high. Outside corner, but A-Rod covers the out part of the plate. Soriano turns for third. And the Yankees have runners on the corners and one out and a pinch hitter coming to the plate.
So they will send up Granderson to pinch hit for Vernon Wells. The White Sox have three lefties in the bullpen: Percy, Veal, and Leesman.
But as of now, nobody is up throwing, I don't believe. It's Veal. Yep.
So dare I say it? Ventura orders the Veal. Let's see how it turns out. With one out, Jeter singles. Cano doubles to left, knocking Sal out of the game. Nate Jones comes in. A two-run single by Soriano. A-Rod moves him to third with a single to center. That forces Ventura to bring in Donnie Veal after Girardi had sent up Granderson to pinch it for Wells.
Veal originally drafted by the Chicago Cubs. Now a Southsider with the White Sox. Donald Tyrone Veal II. He's the cousin of Kevin Johnson. Remember him, NBA guard?
Yeah.
Now the mayor of Sacramento. So Veal throws pretty hard. But he's also walked quite a few, 14 walks in 21 innings.
Well, there's the man that counts. Soriano is at third. He's the tying run. A-Rod's at first. He's the go-ahead run. So Granderson pinch hitting for Wells. Granderson, no stranger to hitting left-handers. Last couple of years, magical at hitting left-handers out of the park. Veal deals. Fastball strike on the outside corner.
Granderson an even 250 against left-handers this year with 1 homer.
Breaking ball misses outside, 1-1. Two and one.
2 good takes by Granderson. Those pitches didn't miss by much.
Three and one. On deck, Mark Reynolds.
If you're Granderson, you're looking for your pitch. That would be something middle in. They want the fastball away.
Line drive, base hit. The Yankees have tied the game. A pinch hit RBI single for Granderson. It's 4-4.
Chris Sale effort out the window tonight. He did a no decision. Big hit for Soriano this inning. The Yankees have put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits together in a row here in the 8th. They wanted it away. It wasn't that bad a pitch. It was up a bit where Granderson could get to it, and the game is tied. Single by Jeter, double by Cano, single by Soriano, single by A-Rod, and now a single by Granderson. The offense has come alive.
Every game means so much. This rally obviously means so much. Don Cooper calling for help as Begley will go out and talk with Veal. So Chris Sale's gem done. Gets nothing out of it.
The relievers have come on for the White Sox and given up 3 straight hits.
Kuroda now off the hook. The game now in the Yankee bullpen's hand and in the hand of the White Sox pen. Reynolds 0 for 3 against Sale. His first at bat obviously against Veal. .94-mile-an-hour fastball strike. So with a tie game, we will see Mariano in the 9th. He'd like to come in with a lead to work for the save. A-Rod leads off second. He's the go-ahead run. Went breaking ball and missed outside, 1-1.
They're trying to pick off the outside corner.
2-1. He's not getting the close calls, and they're off the plate. They're legitimate balls, and that puts him in bad pitchers counts.
You saw it with Granderson. You saw the result.
That time he drops the breaking ball over the outside corner for a strike. 2-2.
Reynolds looking for a fastball, gets the hook.
Nice pitch. Three and 2 on Reynolds. Matt Lindstrom warming up. And the payoff. Just got a piece to stay alive.
Oh, he went to an off-speed pitch, 3 and 2.
Reynolds has had some big hits since the Yankees got him. Been a nice presence at first, provided some power, and also picks up clutch hits, not just over the fence. Outfield very deep. (3-2). Another foul ball.
Another off-speed pitch. It's like Veal doesn't want to give in and come in with the fastball. That's what that's Reynolds' bread and butter. Hitting the heat. You mentioned it, Michael. The outfield's very deep. The game is tied. Shouldn't they be a little closer?
You would think.
They throw out a runner at the plate. If the ball goes over their head, it's not their fault. It's a pitcher's fault.
3-2. He struck him out. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 away. And now Robin Ventura will call on the right-hander Lindstrom. So Veal gave up the game tying hit to Granderson, strikes out Reynolds. And now with the righty swinging Nunez due up, he's going to go for Lindstrom. So that'll do it. So he's trying to work the bullpen to keep this game tied. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 4-4. Oh yeah, Thursday, the beginning of a 4-game set with the Red Sox, the AL East leading Red Sox. We've got full coverage of the series opener starting Thursday at 6, only on Yes. So here's Lindstrom. So this is his 67th appearance, and it breaks a tie with Joel Peralta for the American League lead. They have used him a lot.
He's bounced around the big leagues. Last year he was with a couple of teams, Baltimore and Arizona. Prior to that, Colorado, Houston, and Florida.
So here is Nunez. Nunez reached on an E5. He doubled to left and fouled out to third. A-Rod's at second. Granderson is at first. Now the outfield has moved in. And there's a breaking ball strike. And the 0-1. Way outside, 1-1. The 8th batter to come to the plate. Yankees 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. The White Sox 4-7-2. Soriano with the big hit. Made it 4-3, his 2-run single. One. Line drive. Base hit down the left field line. A-Rod will score. Here comes Granderson. They're waving him home. He will score. A big 2-run double for Nunez. And the Yankees have come all the way back to take a 6-4 lead.
Yankees have 9 hits in the game, 6 of them here in the 8th inning. Fastball in, and Nunez gets the barrel to the ball. It might have been a ball, but even so, he keeps it fair over the head of Gillespie on into the corner, and that is going to score A-Rod and Granderson. A-Rod from second, Granderson all the way from first, and the Yankees have scored 5 times here in the 8th inning. What an inning. Yesterday it was an 8-run inning. Tonight, a 5-run inning.
Romine fouls it away. Nunez, when he got to second, thrust his hands in the air, knowing that that hits one of the big hits in the Yankee season. There he is. He slips. Yeah, touchdown. But no extra point at this point. They've got 6. Mo will come on to try to save it. The 1-1. Late on the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. The Orioles have lost to the Indians, so if the Yankees can hold on, they'll move ahead of the Orioles again. And remember, tonight, you've got Tampa Bay and Anaheim to meet the Angels. And then Texas in Oakland.
Boy, every day you got to watch that scoreboard. Right?
Every day, every inning, every game meaning so much. Yankees have batted around here in the 8th. Swing and a miss. Romine down on strikes. But the damage has been done. And it all began with the captain. He started it. Then Cano with the double. A big 2-run single for Soriano. And the hits just kept coming. A-Rod, Granderson, and Nunez gives the Yankees a lead. We go to the 9th. It is the W.B. Mason postgame. It's only on Yes. Kenny, kind of a sleepy night here in the Bronx until the bottom of the 8th inning, and now Mo will try to close it out.
It looked like Chris Sale was in complete control. He kind of broke a little bit in the 8th inning with one out. He gave up a couple of hits. Jeter with a hit. Cano with a double. Then they replaced him, and the bullpen just faltered for the White Sox tonight. As the lineup continued on through, the Yankees batted around in the 8th inning to take the lead. Now we got Mo in the game. Nunez with the big hit. Well, all the hits were big that inning.
Here's Conor Gillespie. He was 0 for 3 against Kuroda. Mo deals outside. There's a strike, count 1-1. It'll be the bottom third of the White Sox order against Rivera. Well, Mariano with 8 40 save seasons. Trevor Hoffman has the most at 9. And this would be his 40th if he nails this down tonight. Grounded foul. Just missed.
Trying for the backdoor cutter. You can see the target of Romine just outside.
Strike 3. Gillespie gonna look it.
Mariano knocked twice at the back door. First time nobody answered. This time Dan Bellino says, yep, come on in. And Gillespie is going. Call strike 3.
Here's Jordan Danks. Swing and a miss. Yankees 6, White Sox 4. 5-run bottom of the 8th inning by the Yankees has given them the lead and a chance to win this game. Shattered bat, slow roller to Cano. Yankees 1 out away.
And another broken bat to the collection of Mariano Rivera. I think if you stacked all the bats on top of each other, maybe as tall as the Empire State Building.
Garcia will pinch hit for the White Sox. I'm sorry, Liori.
Switch hitting infielder by Trey.
Red Sox have won their game. They beat the Tigers 2-1. So Liori at the plate. Batting for Fegley. Chopped to third. A-Rod fields the long throw. Not in time. Garcia with a pinch hit single.
Well, just slaps at it, puts it in play. Looked like the ball would have gone foul.
Now they're saying
wait a minute, it was
now.
foul. The home plate umpire made the call because it's his call until it passes the bag. So Garcia, who beat the throw to first base, had to come all the way back and continue his at bat.
The 0-1. 1-1. On deck, Diaza, who had a home run in the 7th inning that really quieted the stadium crowd. And he is the second leading home run hitter on the White Sox, so the Yankees want to get Garcia. And they're 1 strike away from doing that.
That foul ball actually knocks the mask off of Austin Romack.
Strike 3. The Yankees win 6-4. The Yankees with a clutch come from behind, much needed victory over the White Sox as they take the first 2 games of this 3-game set. And everything came down to that 8th inning, the big hit by Soriano, the big hit by Nunez, and another loss for the White Sox. You have to stick around for the postgame show to find out who's today's Chevy Player of the game. A game like this could have some staying power, Kenny.
It certainly can boost the Yankees. Big comeback with a 5-run 8th inning. Of course, once they took the lead, Mariano was warming up in a bullpen. 1-2-3 the White Sox in the 9th. Big hit for Nunez to put the White Sox, put the Yankees in the lead. There's that backdoor cutter. And Leore Garcia back to the bench. Game over. Mariano with his 40th save of the season.
Well, the Yankees have taken 4 of the first 5 games of this 10-game homestand. 1 more against the White Sox, 4 against the Red Sox. Let's go down to the field and Meredith Morakovitz.
Eduardo, you came up in a huge spot there in that 8th inning. The White Sox went to their 4th pitcher in Matt Lindstrom. How much did you know about him going into that at-bat, and what were you looking for?
You know, I'm looking for fastball because he was a power pitcher, you know. He had a couple of sliders, but I'm not looking for a slider. Looking for a good pitch. Try to...
Come on, you had to have known that was coming by now.
Was great comeback. You know, we all fired for this game. We need it, and we really want this game. You know, was BBC with Soriano and Granderson pinch hitting. I think we all fight together today.
You look at that double by Cano. How much of it there was a change of momentum when they took Chris Sale out of that game? Because he really hadn't given you guys many opportunities through the first 7.
Yeah, he's tough. You know, he really good pitch. You know, we tried to get him out of the game soon we can. So it's late, you know, top in the 9, bottom the 8. I'm sorry. And how the bullpen coming, we talk about we got it this game. You know.
What do you think a win like this, a come from behind win late at home, does for this team right now?
You know, I think we're looking for 1 at a time. I know we have a big chance right now, and we fight for this. We love coming back to the offseason.
Eduardo, thanks for the time. Congratulations on the win. We'll let you dry off a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Michael, I'll send it back to you.
All right, so Eduardo Nunez with the big hit for runs 4 and 5 in that inning.
Looked like a fastball moving in. Might not have even been a strike from Lindstrom, but he was ready. Looking for something in, obviously, and drags it into the left field corner, drives in 2. And that's the big hit, the game winner for the Yankees.
More to come. We'll give out an award. He gets himself a Gatorade shower. Lorenz and Curry are getting ready in the postgame. Stick around.